Hello students, welcome back to my channel. So our today's topic is set theory, the most interesting topic of mathematics, and that is the fundamental of mathematics also. It is used in mathematical logic, probability, etc. So let us start our today's session. To give the introduction of set theory, the first question come in our mind is what is set? Set किसको कहते हैं? वो कैसा दिखता है? How it looks like, right? So what is a set? The general definition of set says that a set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects, right? Two key terms used here, that is well-defined and distinct object. Well-defined and distinct object. These two key terms are very much important to give the definition of set. Why these two terms are important? These two terms actually imply that which elements will be in the set and which elements will not be in the set. Let us discuss it and let us break it through an example. Let's say I am telling you that the set of all vowels in English grammar. So we all know that A, E, I, O, U, these five are the set of vowels, right? So let's denote it as A, E, I, O, U. तो whenever I am telling कि set of all vowels, मतलब वहाँ पे कोई consonant नहीं होगा, right? Only vowels will be there. So I already mentioned that A, E, I, O and U. So if only vowels are there, then that is a complete set, that is well defined. That I have mentioned that only vowels would be there. And distinct means I have not repeated A, E, I, O, U, any one of them. So that each and every term will be distinct and well defined. And how do we represent a set? हम लोग एक set को कैसे represent करते हैं? Curly braces के अंदर. सेट के जितने एलिमेंट्स है उसको एक कार्ली ब्रेस के अंदर एनक्लोज करके हम लोग एक सेट को डिफाइन करते हैं. तो अब अनदर एग्जांपल हम ले सकते हैं. लेट्स से सेट ऑफ ऑल द इवन नंबर लेस देन 10 है ना. तो 2, 4, 6, 8 these are the set of number which are less than 10 and even. तो 2, 4, 6 and 8. Now if we enclose this using a curly brace, then that is also implying a collection of distinct objects that is well defined and hence it is a set. Okay. So basically set is a well defined collection of distinct objects. Okay. Now there are two ways to represent a set. Two ways means we can represent a single set in two ways. One is roster. Another is set tabular. Okay. So roster means I am mentioning all the number 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the elaborating. I am elaborating the example. I am giving all the inputs there, all the elements there. That is called roster. And what is set tabular form? तो हम जब भी एक सेट को डिनोट करते हैं ना, we use capital letters and the element of the set is always small letters. Okay. So all the alphabet from A to Z we can use that to denote a set. I am taking capital A here. Okay, capital A is denoting a set. Which set? I am denoting this set using the set tabular form. So capital A will be the collection of number. I am taking the number as x. So collection of number is x such that x कैसा है? Which type of number are there? 1 से 4 तक. That is less than 5. 5 के बाद और कोई नंबर नहीं है. तो ऐसा नंबर और नंबर कैसा है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ये कौन सा नंबर है? That are the whole number. तो x such that x is whole number less than 5. Also include 0 here because 0 includes in the whole. Okay. Now x such that x is whole number less than 5. तो if I am telling this one और अगर मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ दोनों ही इंस्ट्रक्शन सेम ही सेट को डिफाइन करता है, तो ये ऐसे हम लोग दो तरीके से कोई भी एक सेट को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. नाउ देयर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सेट. नाउ there are so many types of sets are there. We will discuss one by one. Okay, so first one is the empty set. Empty set is the set which contains no element. Okay, so a set containing no element is called a empty set. So we know that how to denote a set like this. So if there is no element, it is not 0. 0 is also an element, okay, that is also present in the number system. So 0 is also an element, but if there is no element in a set, then that set is called an empty set. And how do we define it? We define it as phi. Okay, so phi is denoted as the empty set. And one more information, that empty set or phi is the subset of every set. Now you can ask that what is a subset. So basically a subset is a part of a set. You can say that a part of a set. Let us take an example. A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is a set A. Now what is a subset of A? I am taking 2 and 3 from here. Let's make a set. We enclosed that number in a curly braces, so that is becoming a set again. I am naming it as B. Okay, तो B ऐसे एलिमेंट से बना हुआ है जो एलिमेंट्स ऑलरेडी ए के अंदर है. तो अगर ऐसा कोई छोटा सेट हमें मिल जाए, कोई बड़ा सेट से हमने कट आउट करके पार्ट ले लिया, दैट इज अंडर कंसिडरेशन ऑफ द प्रॉपर सेट, देन दैट सेकेंड सेट इज द सबसेट ऑफ हिम. ठीक है, दैट इज द सिंबल ऑफ ए सबसेट लाइक दिस. तो B is a subset of A. Okay. Similarly, I have taken the example A, E, I, O, U of vowel. So from there, if I am taking any two vowel, then that smaller portion will be the subset of the bigger set. Okay. So that is how a subset form. Now empty set किसको कहते हैं? जिस सेट में कोई भी नंबर नहीं रहता, कोई भी एलिमेंट नहीं रहता है. ठीक है, नंबर नहीं बोलेंगे, कोई भी एलिमेंट नहीं रहता है. Now we will discuss about the finite set. What is called a finite set? Finite means obviously there will be a countable number or a limited number, like that. नंबर नहीं तो कोई और ऑब्जेक्ट, कोई भी डिस्टिंक्ट चीजें जो उस सेट के अंदर डिफाइन किया हुआ है, दैट सर्टेन थिंग्स विल बी लिमिटेड और फाइनाइट. ऐसे टाइप के सेट को भी हम फाइनाइट सेट बोलते हैं. तो इस सेट which is either empty or having finite number of element is called a finite set. So this set, it is having a finite number of element, so that A is a finite set. Now if I am proceeding this set like 6, 7, comma dot 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 dot. Now I do not know that how many total number of elements are there. So in that case, that set is called the infinite set. Okay. Infinite set. So if a set contains infinite number of elements, then that set is called the infinite set. Now I told that here B is a subset of A. Now what is A called? Here A called the superset of B. So the set from where we are taking the subset, we are cutting out the subset portion, that bigger set is called the superset, and we denote it as A is a superset of B, like that. Okay. Now we will take any two sets which are finite, A and B. I am denoting A as 1, 3, 5 and I am denoting B as 10, 20, 30. I have taken any two finite set. Why I have taken that two set? Because I will they are going to discuss the operation of set, right? There are so many operations on set. We will discuss it one by one. So the first one is union. Okay, A union B. So A union B, what it defines? A union B means ऐसे नंबर्स का कलेक्शन, ऐसे सेट का कलेक्शन जो A और B दोनों को कंटेन करता है, राइट? तो अगर मेरे पास A है 1, 3, 5, B है 10, 20 एंड 30, तो A यूनियन B का मतलब क्या हो जाएगा? ये सारा एलिमेंट को मिला के जो सेट आएगा वो, राइट? तो A यूनियन B इज इक्वल्स टू, हाउ डू वी डिफाइन इट? X क्या है? नंबर्स. कैसा नंबर? सच दैट X belongs to A or X belongs to B. This is the symbol of belongs to. Okay? तो A यूनियन B मतलब ऐसे नंबर के कलेक्शन जो आइदर A में है और B में है. ठीक है? नेक्स्ट, इंटरसेक्शन. A इंटरसेक्शन B. इंटरसेक्शन को हम मीट बोलते हैं और इंटरसेक्शन बोलते हैं, और इसका फॉर्मल मीनिंग हम कैसे याद रखेंगे? कॉमन. जो भी A और B में कॉमन है, सच टाइप ऑफ नंबर आर कमिंग इनटू A इंटरसेक्शन B. ठीक? तो एक ऐसा नंबर का कलेक्शन जैसे X बिलोंग टू A एंड X belong to B. Now tell me, A intersection B यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? 1, 3, 5 is there, 10, 20, 30 is there. Any common element between that two set? No. So that intersection will be 5. 5 means null set, empty set, void set. कोई common element नहीं है. So that will be 5. Now complement. कॉम्प्लीमेंट मीन्स ए कॉम्प्लीमेंट. ठीक? सबसे पहले ऐसे कॉम्प्लीमेंट को डिफाइन करते हैं और ए ऊपर सी ऐसे भी डिफाइन करते हैं. तो मान लो मेरे पास एक सेट है 1 to 10 तक, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. ओके, एंड अनदर सेट है दैट इज कॉल्ड द यूनिवर्सल सेट. वो सेट के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है कि मैंने कैसे सेट लिया है, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करके उसका यूनिवर्सल सेट बनता है. आई एम टेकिंग द यूनिवर्सल सेट हियर फ्रॉम 0 to 100. नाउ A कॉम्प्लीमेंट विल बी X minus A. X में यूनिवर्सल सेट में जितना एलिमेंट है वहां से अगर हम A के सारे एलिमेंट को डिस्कार्ड कर दें तो जो रेस्ट ऑफ द एलिमेंट बचेगा वही हो जाएगा A का कॉम्प्लीमेंट. ठीक है? वन इंपॉर्टेंट लॉ ऑफ सेट थियरी, दैट इज डी मॉर्गन्स लॉ. A union B whole complement is equals to A complement intersection B complement. Okay? Another one is A intersection B complement is equals to A complement union B complement. To explain this, I will use the Venn diagram. ना वेन डायग्राम क्या है? वेन डायग्राम भी सेट थ्योरी का एक पार्ट है जिसमें हम लोग सेट को डायग्रामेटिकली अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं, विजुअलाइज करते हैं फॉर बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ओके, तो लेट्स से वी आर हैविंग, दिस इज एन यूनिवर्सल सेट A, दिस इज our A and this is our B. Okay. Now जब हम बोला ना x कॉम्प्लीमेंट मतलब all the portion which are in x but not in A, that means this portion. Okay. So here De Morgan's law says that A union B complement is equals to A complement intersection B complement. A union B का complement. A union B means this portion I am saying. This is A union B, right? Now A union B complement means this non-shaded portion. Clear? So our A range is the non-shaded portion. Now we have to prove our right hand side, that is A complement intersection B complement. Now A complement means this whole portion is a complement. B complement means this whole portion is B complement. When we are intersecting A complement and B complement, so basically out of box this white portion is A complement and B complement, both are coming inside that. So whenever we will intersect this, what is the common between them? The non-shaded portion. Am I clear? So basically this is the Venn diagram which I am explaining using the X, the universal set, A and B are two finite set. I am again taking another example. Let's say we are having 1, 2, 3 as A. Now X as 1 to 10. So this is our X set. Okay. This is our A set, which is 1, 2, 3. Now rest of the element will lie on the X, that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I clear? So A complement, that is out of X. So these elements are A complement. A complement of complement. A complement is this outer portion. उसका complement क्या हो जाएगा? Again the inside portion. That is 1, 2, 3. That is only A. तो A complement का whole complement हो जाता है only A. Okay. Again, once again I am explaining the De Morgan's law. A union B whole complement is equals to A complement. The symbol will be changed. Intersection B complement. And A intersection B whole complement will be A complement union B complement. Okay. Thank you. If having any doubt and query inside this topic, then please let me know. Thank you.